Hey, Ocho, you ever feeling a bit sluggish, slumped? Olipop's new citrusy Ridge Rush is filled with wholesome energy.
What's that now?
Caffeine energy from green tea,
Whoa, okay.
plus fiber and delicious crisp citrusy taste.
Okay. I'm feeling this energy.
Basically, it's that good, clean buzz.
Whoa, hold on now. I'm feeling this energy.
Sorry, got carried away there. But you guys at home can find Olipop new Ridge Rush flavor in a store near you. Oh, yo, I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom for the commercial over. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Raheem Morris.
Hey, the man changed the script, guys.
Before we even start, I just want to know, do you need some fresh legs out there at camp?
Say that again.
Do you need some fresh legs? I can still go, I promise you. I tell Unc all the time, I still got it. Even at 56.
I'll tell you this. Ocho definitely can give me a couple of releases.
There we go.
And then we're going to stop right there, guys.
Yeah.
We got no routes.
Coach, how you doing?
I'm doing outstanding. I'm in this beautiful city of Atlanta. I got one of the best fan bases in the National Football League. And we're about to go out and earn it pretty soon. And we got so much to prove to the city, for the people. We're bringing this thing back, and it's just an exciting time.
Coach, this is your second time being a full-time NFL head coach. What can you take into this experience that you learned from your first time being a head coach in Tampa? What is the difference between that Raheem Morris and this Raheem Morris?
I've said this so many times, Shannon, that the biggest difference, when you're 32 years old, you got all the answers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the 47-year-old Raheem Morris, I'm such a better listener, and I can take that into account. I'm able to detail my work. I'm able to surround myself with people that can give me great information. I'm able to listen to those things, take it in, make decisions, be able to sign guys like Justin Simmons, be able to sign Matthew Judon, be able to take this thing and listen to the people, listen to the fans, you know, innovate and create every single day, be a part of the culture that's here, that's been built already. And like, all of those things in my life are different because of the experience I was able to go through. I remember you came down and been with us in 2012 in D.C. I was with Mike Shanahan. I got a chance to go to L.A. and do these different things and be around different head coaches. And I've just grown so much since that moment. And that was right after becoming a head coach. Listen to you talk and the passion and the energy that you brought, trying to get players like you two to come play for me. And that's what I wanted, and that's what we got.
You you signed Kirk Cousins in free agency. The 8th pick roll around, there's a quarterback available. You take a quarterback. You've been around the NFL for 25 years. You understand the dynamic with quarterbacks. They're different than any other position.
No doubt.
So when you signed Kirk, did you think Penix Jr. would be available? And once he was available, you make that decision that we're going to draft him. What was the conversation like between, if you had a conversation with Kirk Cousins, or you didn't have a conversation, or you had a conversation with his agent?
It goes back well before even a conversation with Kirk. Is when I got the job coming in here in the interview process. The process was about Kirk. You come in, you want to get immediate winner right now. And how do you do that? You go get Kirk Cousins.
Okay.
And that was a part of my interview script. That was a part of my plan. Arthur Blank, sell a vision, sell a dream. Terry Fontenot, here it is. How do we find a way to go get him, put him in part of this fold so we can go win football games right now? And if we go get him, we're going to be in no position to draft a quarterback in the next couple of years.
You know, when you talk about quarterbacks, we understand how important that position is. Obviously, in order to sustain a consistent success for any team, if you look at the top teams in the NFL, it always comes down to the quarterback position. Is there a disconnect in any way with the quarterback competing with each other, understanding the pressures that are on Kirk Cousins? If he doesn't play well, that his job is in jeopardy?
I think the message was clear coming in.
Right.
It was open, it was honest, it was clear. Kirk's our starter.
Yeah.
Kirk's going to take us to places that we want to go to.
Okay.
And Michael's going to come in and he's going to watch what it looks like, what it feels like. He want to see what it looked like when you had your quarterbacks in your day with John Elway. Mm-hmm. He want to see what it looked like. You ain't have no quarterbacks, but what it looked like to go out there and play the game.
You won Super Bowls at 2 different stops. You've been an assistant under a lot of different head coaches. What is the common denominator between winning and losing?
The people. It's a people-first business in everything we do. When you were a Raven, I watched it live in hand. I came into that stadium, and I watched the confidence in the people. I watched Ray Lewis talk smack. I watched you talk smack. And we went in there like, man, we about to beat them. And then y'all let us know after the game that y'all wasn't. And it was the people that was involved with the organizations. It was all about that. And here we're building a people-first business. And we're doing it with us. We're doing it with our people, with our fans. And, like, I just think that's just the messaging. Like, you got to have that type of mentality. It's got to be a people-first mentality. It has to be at all times in everything we do. We're talking about with the fans. We're talking about with our community. We're talking about in the building. We're talking about with myself and Terry Fontenot and our relationship, Arthur Blank and how he communicates with everybody, how we go about our whole process. It's the people. It's the people. It's simple.
As a coach, you know, players, we come into a season with a goal in mind. We set goals and goals that we want to hit, standards we want to maintain throughout a season. As a head coach for the Atlanta Falcons, what are your personal goals for this season?
You know, it's hard to set goals when you're a head coach because everybody's got the same one.
Super Bowl.
We all got the same one, right? And make no mistake about it. And if you don't win it, obviously you don't feel like you reach your ultimate goal. I was fortunate enough to do it twice. You were fortunate enough to do it 3 times. And I'm going to lap your ass.
I did it. I did it on Madden. I did it. I did it. That shit count. Fuck that.
We count those two.
Yeah, count that.
I know, but seriously, you had a chance. I remember you and T.O. teamed up.
Yeah.
We
We went 4-12 that year.
We walked.
Man, we went 4-12. Me and T.O. I don't know what happened. I don't know what it was.
I know what happened. A young
happened?
man named Cody Grimm playing safety for Raheem Morris got a pick 6 on your boy. He walked it in, and we was talking smack.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Oh, yeah, I know that's right.
That's right.
I'm a reminder.
Having played this game as long as I have, having been around it, when I tell people, I've been to a Falcon game when my brother played. That was many, many years ago, old Fulton County Stadium. But from the outside looking in, I say the Falcons are unlike any other stadium because if you go to it and you watch it, it's an experience. It's an experience like no other. And if you convince those fans that you're going to win, you saw how excited Troy was in the green room back there. You see how these fans are. How do you your message, like, I'm a winner, I've won, I know what it takes to win. How do you get this fan base behind y'all and say, look, we need y'all to show up in the first game is Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh travels well. How do you get them to make sure they don't sell them tickets and show up?
I can tell you right now, Atlanta's not built that way. Okay. We all from everywhere, right? We all from everywhere. We from New York, we from Philly, we from everywhere, we from Atlanta, from all these places, right? But Tampa, but this is how you do it. I was here in 2016, you got to earn it. And then I know the people that were here in 2016 remember what that dome felt like when we played Green Bay, that last game versus Seattle. They know what that felt like inside that dome, and you got to find a way to earn it and bring that back. Now, you got to go finish the deal. And that's what we're trying to do. So if you go out there and earn it with these fans, they're going to show up, they're going to show out, and it's going to be just energy in the building that's just unmatched.
And they're going to love you for life.
Forever.
You're a veteran coach now. You like you said, when you first got your head coaching job, you were 32 years of age. Now you're 47. This is your second stop. So now, what is your mentorship or leadership role as you give back to coaches that are in their first year?
You know, it's awesome because that's what you do consistently throughout this whole business, right? I see young coaches all the time, and the whole goal is to always give back. So if we have ways to ever find ways to give back, whether it be youth coaches, whether it be high school coaches, whether it be college coaches, whether it be coaches from within, that's on the rise. I'm finding that new young Raheem Morris like Mike Tomlin found me. I'm finding that guy like rest in peace, Monty Kiffin found me. And be able to bring those guys into your organization and teach them your ways, and then let them go out and branch off a little bit and find their own way. Right? And then you find your own identity and what it means to be a coach and how you want to form your script and how you want to touch each and every person out here and the individuals that you coach, right? I've been fortunate enough to be able to touch people's lives, whether you're talking about with Rondé Barber from way back in the day when we're the same age and I'm able to touch his life, or you're talking about Jalen Ramsey who won a championship out in L.A. and you're able to touch his life and you become a different coach in his eyes just because of the presence that you have every day and the amount of effort that you're giving that one individual to make him better. And I want to make everybody in my team feel that way, that I'm trying to make them better, no matter what the circumstances are. Whether it's competitive, whether it's something I can give them to make them better, whatever the case may be, you got to be willing to go deeper than that because the relationships matter more than anything.
I got a question. That's a good one. Being a head coach, obviously when you started, you were 32. Now that you're 47, and there was just a small issue with Tua and Mr. Brian Flores.
Sure.
As a head coach now, how do you navigate knowing which players you can coach hard and which players
Which
you have
buttons to push.
Yeah, which ones you can push. Like how do you navigate that? Because the era of players now is different. I ain't calling nobody soft. But you gotta navigate a little different. So I'm saying, how do you do that in today's era where the players are making who God
50,
knows how much
55.
money and really don't take coaching that well?
You can't do irregular things with regular ass relationships.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Hold on. Whoa.
Write that down. Write that down, Ocho. Stay with me now. Stay with me. Stay with me.
I gotta. Ain't nobody got no pen? Well, that was a good one, boy.
That was a good one.
Give me that one more time. Let me put it in my phone.
You can't do irregular things with regular ass relationships.
I'm gonna use that with real.
So when you live in an era that these players live in right now, right? And not just at our level, right? I'm talking like high school, your kids, right? They live in this social media area. When they go home and they lose a game, they didn't just lose it in front of whoever was at the stadium that night. They lost it in front of the whole state. They lost it in front of across the world, across the nation. And the stuff that's happening with these kids and how they press, that mental health is real because so many people know when you drop that pass. When you dropped it, about 16 people knew, right? When our high school kids drop the pass now, I mean, the whole world knows. And how do you address that? And how do you go about that business, right? You let them know you in it with them, right? I'm going to be right there with them. I remember Jalen Ramsey had a bad game versus the Buffalo Bills on the opener after we won the Super Bowl. I went to his house, and I told him, I don't give a damn about none of that. We coming out next week, and we're going to show out, and we're going to go get it. And I'm going to fight right with you, and I'm going to sit in this lab. Yes, Stephen Diggs got the best of us that day, right? But the next guy going to get it on his behalf. Right? They want to know you there for them. Like, and you got to have that type of style. Like, and you can coach people hard. They'll let you coach them hard. Yeah. You can. Okay. And you know who you can. You know who want that motivation. Right, you know who want to be driven. Yeah. You smart enough to figure it out. You wanted to be driven. You a pit bull, right? You that's who you are. You want to be that guy, right? And then there's guys you got to go pat in the back a little bit and bring them with you.
Okay.
That's all.
Let me ask you this, and we're going to get you out of here in this one, Raheem.
I ain't going nowhere. I'm leading the show.
You can stay as long as you want. Obviously, you had other opportunities. How do you convince coaches that look like you that don't feel like that opportunity is ever going to come? Because think about it, there was a 15-year gap between the time that you were the head coach until you got it again. And you had interviews. And did you ever think like, man, I don't know if I'm going to ever get another chance to be a head coach again?
So you ready, Shannon? It's real simple for me, right? I was a 32-year-old head coach. And I did it again. And people were telling me, you should have had it a long time ago. I don't give a damn what you people were saying. I'm going to work for it. I'm going to go get it. And when it happens, I'm going to be ready. So I'm going to keep developing my skill set that when it happens again, there's going to be no denying on what you can and how you're going to be able to do it and go about your business. And I don't give a damn what color I am.
Yeah.
Results don't know color.
I like it.
You look at what you've done. You got Grady Jarrett. You bring him back. You signed Justin Simmons. You signed Matthew Judon. You just gave A.J. Terrell boatload of money. You locked him up.
I drafted him too, don't forget.
You did draft him. So what is the expectations of this defense considering you've got guys that have been Pro Bowls, that have been to the All-Pro? A.J. Terrell is one of the better young corners in the league, and we know Grady Jarrett is one of the outstanding defensive linemen in the league. What is the expectation? That's your area of expertise.
As you know, it's really simple, right? Stats are for losers.
Yes.
Their expectations to go out there and beat dogs, right? We got to find ways to affect the quarterback and make them just feel uncomfortable at all times. And once you find a way to make them uncomfortable and you dominate rundowns and you get the ball back, then just go watch our offense shine, right? That's what winning teams do. That's how you form your identity. That's how you make things move. That's how the needle moves. And the next thing, you talking about it on your shows, about the stats. We don't care about none of that. We care about the dog mentality it's going to take to get there. That's what our goal is. That's what the expectations are.
I like it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Atlanta Falcons head coach, your head coach, Raheem Morris. Best of luck, coach.